Disney's remake to Snow White.
You mean live action
Well,
adaptation?
but the beloved classic Snow White.
I mean,
Uh,
have you rewatched the original cartoon
Yeah, actually, I just
recently?
rewatched it.
yeah, it's
Okay.
good. I mean,
Eh,
it's the okay. You know, everyone always says it's the movie that the first animated movie ever, like and all, or like first animated motion, like actual motion
That's the
picture.
first animated movie that Disney released and
mhm.
The
put
very
them on the
first
map.
one that, and it's beloved by like so many people. And I mean, but Disney has a track record now of taking all of their movies and making them, into live
Trash,
action, right?
trash.
Redoing them live action. Uh, this movie is getting a lot of hate, right? And evidently so. You see what I did there? Uh, it's getting a lot of hate because of Rachel Zegler,
Yeah, all the
the actress,
comments.
right? All the comments. She shot this movie before it even had a chance to breathe. But
Mm.
putting that aside, if you can put that aside and you watch this movie,
Just pull it to the
is
side.
this is this a good movie? Putting all that into aside, is this an enjoyable movie? Is it a good movie? Uh, is it is it a Disney classic? Right. That's the question that people should be asking themselves. I
That's a
guess it's
lot
a
of
good movie
questions you
on
asked.
its own on its own merits. Is it a good movie? Uh, does it deserve all the hate that it's getting? Right.
No,
I say no. I say this movie is fine. It's a fine movie, but the problem with that argument is
people
that
already had their hate comments put on there
yeah,
before they put it
it
on
was
before they watched the
it was
movie.
all preloaded. But the problem with this movie and it just being fine, that's what you don't want a movie like this to be fine. You want a movie like this with so much history behind it, so much with it to be great, to be like, oh, this is one of the best live action remakes,
No,
that they've ever
that's
made.
coming later. This like in a few months.
Which one?
The Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, that one looks like it's gonna be great. But that's the problem with this movie is that is that that's what you kind of strive
Bubbly,
for in
bubbly,
this movie.
bubbly. Huh?
You get look the Snow White and the Seven Dwarves movie that Disney put out. Everyone knows the story. When you go and you start tweaking the story and changing things, and it's gonna ruffle some feathers, but I understand it. We've said this before. When movies are remade, they have to add a little bit. Have to add something a little bit different. Do a little bit of changing,
A
right? We are
little bit. A
a little
little bit.
bit,
Okay,
right?
Maybe an
so okay, no, hold
updated
on, wait.
song.
Okay, with the live action Cinderella, that's kind of like the mark that you want to hit or more.
Because that one was good.
Was
That was a
good-ish,
good. That was a good. That
ish,
was a good movie, and it
ish.
stuck to this. It stuck
But
to
Yeah.
the story. It stuck to the
I don't
cartoon.
remember the music because what?
Did Cinderella even have like?
Yeah.
No, it
Supercalifragilistic. Oh no, that's not
No,
it.
that's
no,
Mary Poppins.
really. Why did you hold
Bibbidi
on?
Bobbidi Boo. That's the only song that it had, but that song wasn't even in that movie. It was in the credits.
What about
But
what?
a dream is your wish your heart makes.
Yeah. Now in okay, but the live action one is the benchmark of what you want to be as a Disney live action princess movie. And
No offense. Yeah, no, it's not offensive, right? It's not an offensive movie. They didn't take liberties. And what I've
but
been
I kind
noticing.
of get it though. I mean, if you notice the Cinderella one, they showed the darker parts, when she cut parts of her foot, put shoe on. It's it's kind of like one of those things. It had that because it's part of the actual storytelling. That because Disney originally tweaked the original
The
stories.
Grimm stories.
Yeah, they tweaked the original stories so it can be more family friendly. Now people want the family friendly one. They don't want you to tweak anything else. In a way, they want to try to tweak it so it's more, palatable for adults. See, palatable, palatable. See, I use a bigger word too. So, so that's why
I
you
think
get this kind of movie. The,
but I think the problem is that when you're gonna remake a movie, you have to try to keep it as original as what you're making it out of. Because you want that same magic, because if not, you're just making something completely different and
But-
it throws everybody off, especially
And
when
then
something is
then we
so
get-
beloved.
But then you get garbage like the Lion King live action one.
No, but
Which
we
get to the source material.
or we get
Yeah, but that's
or we
suffered from
get
CGI.
or we get the Snow White and the Huntsman movie. Which is pretty much kind of they
And
took a lot.
Billy
They took
Eichner.
some cues. Yeah, they took cues from that movie in this one, right?
And the actress took something from the director in that movie too. But it's not the
Yeah.
point. Do it. So but it's
$200 is $200.
I don't know, it's just,
Mhm.
you know, you ain't got no $200.
Finish your story. Finish what you were saying.
Oh, I forgot what I was talking about.
The Huntsman.
Oh, yeah, okay. So in this live action Snow White, you get thieves, you get dwarves.
Hmm.
People were losing their minds when they saw pictures of thieves. They're gonna do this thing instead of the dwarves, put like a mixed mash of people. Yeah, were the 7 people? Yeah, I think they were.
I
There were
think
7
they
people.
were supposed to take the place of the dwarves,
Allegedly.
and all the drama that happened with what's his
Yeah.
name, the Toxic
Peter Dinklage?
Crusader,
Peter
because of
Dinklage.
First of
him.
all, He's a
because of
toxic
him and all the
Avenger.
whatever.
Avenger, okay?
Hmm.
No. He's not the Toxic Avenger, bro.
Not until I see the movie. I don't know yet. I hold no, but see, so I think what people assumed, because again, the movie hadn't released, and they released that picture of her walking with people, which those 7 people are in the movie. The
Mhm.
dwarves are in the movie. Do they do anything in the movie? The dwarves, no, right?
Mhm.
The dwarves
And
really
neither
served
do
no
the
purpose.
bandits.
But I will say
Thieves.
the dwarves, they're bandits. The dwarves and the other CGI animals, because the CGI dwarves and the CGI
Yeah.
These
animals
are good.
it looked great. I think that was some of the best stuff in the movie. I think so. But they didn't give the dwarves anything versus
Okay.
the original. So if we talk about the movie itself, it follows still some of the same things. There's no prince, but there is a love interest.
Aye.
There's
Aye.
Snow White and Cinderella kind of got mixed in here a little bit. Kind of, I feel like the story. Now she's cleaning, she's doing all this and all this other stuff.
What else she gonna do?
Gal Gadot is not horrible in this movie, but she does overact big time, and I think
No,
that's what helps.
No.
I think that. Hold on, I think that's what helps this character. I think that's what helps the her playing it. She sings in the movie, right? She sings in the movie.
Allegedly.
I mean,
I've seen her
you don't
sing
know-
before, and that's not her voice.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah, she sings in the movie,
Imagine all
But-
the
but
man, Yoko
I-
Ono is turning in her grave.
she's still alive. But
She's
look,
dead to me. She's
hold on, but
dead
I'm-
to me.
hold on, but I am gonna say that only the 2 movies or the 2 songs that are in the movie from the original feel like they fit. The new songs they added in, they don't feel like they fit the movie. It's
That's the
another one where
problem.
the songs
That is the
don't
problem.
fit. They don't mesh well together. Like Whistle While You Work, Hi Ho, they're classics. But when you're gonna you're gonna add more songs to it, you have to keep it within the same realm of songs.
or at
Well,
least make a
sound-
good
well,
song.
the first song, was it something on a wish or something like that?
No, that's
Waiting,
not the song.
no, that's not the first song. The first song is the one the parents sing.
Which one was that one? I can't remember.
I don't remember. Again, the
Yeah.
songs
Sounds
don't
like
stick out
garbage.
to me.
But
The one
but
I will say that stuck out, the song that did stick out to me was "Princess Problems," which is a horrible song.
Yeah.
which one
That is a
is that
horrible song.
the duet?
That's the song where the love
Sounded
interest
like
is singing
circus
about the
music.
girl's prince. Yeah, it's
yeah.
singing about
That,
princess
that
problems.
song was garbage. That was garbage.
Yeah.
The something on a wish was not
Waiting on
that
a Wish?
bad.
No. I'm not
It was
saying
not
okay.
that bad of a
no,
song.
it is not. It's
And
it's
it
not.
didn't-
It's
it
not
said
that
it
it's a bad
didn't-
song. It's not that it's a bad song. It's that she sings it really, really well.
Well-
If she didn't sing the song, right? Because Rachel Zegler, I'll give her the credit. She's really, really good singer, and
She
she
can
kills
sing.
it in the singing.
She can
She
sing.
kills it in the. She kills
Mhm.
it singing in this movie.
Mhm.
The songs
Live
just
too.
just the songs suck. All the songs that are not part of the original are not good songs. They don't. It's not. They might fit some other movie. They just don't fit the Snow White sound, right? Like if you put those songs together, it's like having
It's
uh
because there's
uh
different genres of music.
and that's the problem. Like here, if you put these songs on a soundtrack, right? It's like putting soft like put Richard Marx or Brian Adams, like all their
Like the
soft songs, and then
bachata.
yeah, or you put like a hardcore Rob Zombie song in the middle. It's something doesn't fit, right?
I mean,
And some of these songs don't. The songs that they created for this movie, they don't fit.
Rob Zombie
They're
with that Queen, Evil Queen song. That would have been great.
they're performed well. The songs are performed
Evil
well.
the queen and the evil the king.
The songs are performed well. They just don't fit. Like Snow White is what, German, right? It's supposed to
Mm,
take place
yeah.
in Germany, which they don't say that in this movie. This
Smash is the
movie,
purest thing in the world.
this is now a make believe place, right? This kingdom is no longer Germany. It's no they're no longer Germans. Although there is
It's Austria.
the yodel song that they sing, right? The songs that they have from the original, they work. Just the new ones I have a problem with. They just sound so like every other musical we've seen now.
So okay. So here's how I describe it to my wife. If you notice these songs, it sounds like they put these songs together because after the movie comes out, at some point they're gonna try to put it on Broadway, and that's what sucks. You can't do that because it's not gonna be good, and it doesn't blend. You want to attract these other people to watch it. They don't blend. One song that was missing from the original was "Someday My Prince Will Come," and that's the song.
There's no Prince.
Yeah.
There's no Prince.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, they had Dave Grohl as an art.
That's true.
as a
No, he
crossbow
was
guy.
a dwarf. The dwarf, right?
Course
The
no.
crossboard dwarf. Yeah.
That was Dave
Alfred
Grohl.
That was
P.
Dave Grohl.
Newman.
That was Dave Grohl. That was
Yeah,
and
yeah.
look,
the Mad Magazine guy as Dopey.
You also had Tommy Lee Jones as
Cameos.
Grumpy.
Cameos all over the place.
I know. They even
Ta-
said word up sometimes.
Grumpy looked at the whole time I looked at him was like he looks like Tommy Lee Jones. That's Tommy Lee Jones. You're not going to tell me it's not. It's Tommy Lee Jones.
How are you sunburnt?
Crazy.
How
He's
do-
also
how do you-
grumpy.
How do you look
Mhm.
so sunburnt in a mine and where you don't see light?
In an enchanted forest. It's yeah, whatever. But
They
I-
they catcalling hoes all the time. It's crazy.
but certain parts of the like I'm
Uh-huh.
telling you, this movie is not horrible. It's not a bad movie. It's not a bad movie. It's not a great movie, but that's the problem where that's where this movie's big fault is that it
It's not a
should have
good
been
movie.
it should have, but that's the thing. This should have, because of the pedigree that it has, it should have been a great movie. They should have
I saw
they
no
should have
dogs.
taken their time.
God damn it. Every fucking time, Kevin.
Like they took their time, and unfortunately, they didn't take their time to write the right story for it. And
It's
I
already- the
want
worst part is that it was already written.
yeah, you have a blueprint, right? You have a blueprint for this, and you could have stuck with it. Look, the Queen's
wait.
hold on. Go ahead.
No,
No, you go ahead because you keep interrupting. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Well, the original is only like 83 minutes long. So
That's a
if you-
fine
You're right.
length for
You
a
know what?
movie.
You're right. You kind of wanted to keep it an hour and a half. Fine. But if you make it a live action and take it as it goes, it might feel like it's rushed, like it's going too fast. So they add filler. Well, the problem is the filler sucks. And you add a new song because every fucking movie wants, every Disney, especially Disney movie, wants to add a brand new song so they can be nominated for an Oscar for Best Original Song. What do you think? Beyonce had a song in the Lion King movie, which was hot fucking garbage. Jasmine had a song in the Aladdin movie, which was hot garbage. Everyone has a new song so they can nominate them for an Oscar.
But didn't you just say that this song that they wrote for this one was great?
No, it wasn't bad. The waiting on the wish.
Yeah, whatever.
It wasn't that bad,
You
but
know the name.
it doesn't fit. You're right. It doesn't fit the tone. It's just it wasn't. It's just they always add these to add a bunch of crap. It lessens the movie. If you go straight with the story, it just seems boring. And if you add that "Someday My Prince Will Come" song, where do you put it? Because
You'd have to rewrite. You'd have to rewrite the story. You'd have to rewrite the whole movie
You
to add a
you
story again,
basically
to add a Prince in it.
because "Someday My Prince Will Come" is a song that gets all the dwarves together, and they're like, "Oh look, we're so tired. We love you, Snow White. We're a bunch of simps. Blah 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 blah." You know,
I'll wash my hands.
I mean, you get that. You get that in this movie anyway.
I get that in real life. But then she used "Whistle While You Work," for that. It's like then you had that duet that was hot garbage, which I'm still trying to figure out why they even did it.
Princess
The
Problem.
evil
I'm
Gal
telling you,
Gadot-
that's a real bad song.
Gal
I
Gadot
will.
can't sing. She cannot.
No one
sing.
says she. No one says she could, but I'm
Okay.
just saying that it sounded like she could. That's AI. That's AI helping her right there. That's
Yeah.
like either
Now-
some auto tune or
now-
something.
I'll
But
tell you
But
one
if
thing.
anything,
that
that
outfit,
song fit.
that song worked. That's
That-
one of the only few songs that worked in the
which
movie.
one?
The Gal Gadot song.
No, it didn't.
It worked. Yeah, it felt, and we talked about it with Edgar. It's a
I
campy,
didn't
dumb
talk
song. I don't talk to you. It's
See how it is.
it's a song that feels like it's not to the same, at the same heights of Be Prepared, but it feels like that. It felt like it worked. You needed a song from the villain to explain, right? None of the songs were perfect 10s. None of them were even 5s. But that song, at least, it worked and it fit, right? The other ones did
No.
not.
That villain song was bad. Like bad.
Well,
It's
to
like,
each
it's like
to each their own.
it's
To each
it's
their own,
like-
because I don't agree with what you're saying. I think the song fit, and I think the
No.
song worked.
no. The best thing about the Evil Queen, of Gal Gadot's Evil Queen, was her outfit. That drip was good. That outfit looked nice.
That slag.
Yes, queen. Yes, queen.
Mhm.
She's
Uh,
a queen.
But that's another thing that for me that was a big issue. Not the costumes, but the queen. What they did to the
This
queen. The story of the queen in the cartoon. She meets her demise after being chased by by the dwarves up a thing, and she gets there's lightning and there's rocks and everything. Here it's so anticlimactic. Snow White runs into a room and that's it, right? You
She
get the
just
demise
stands
of the
there and
queen.
watches her kill herself.
Yeah, that was dumb, right? And that I was, when I was watching, I was like, oh, that was bad. I feel like there's a lot of things towards the end that they edited out, or like the dwarves. Like, take the dwarf for example. Towards the end of the movie, when everyone's going back to the kingdom to fight back or whatever to get it back, you see the shadows of the dwarves walking through the tunnel. They do absolutely nothing, just to show up randomly CGI'd
Mhm.
under a tunnel, just smiling at Snow White. That felt like that was just shoot in to be like, hey, we already filmed all this stuff.
And
Let's just add the dwarves in.
And at the very end, my last point: why is it that once the Evil Queen's dead, happily ever after, it ends with a P Diddy white party?
I told you.
I said it was the Backstreet Boys ending from This Is the End when they're in heaven, but same difference.
I mean, there's more baby oil.
Yeah. It ends and they don't specify specifically that it's a wedding or anything. It's just a white party.
Uh-huh.
Didn't somebody tell you this was an all-white party? Huh?
So I don't know. But
I
I
does
like I
remember
said,
everybody's name though.
yeah. By the end of the movie, I was like, okay, this movie's not horrible. It's not. I'm not offended by it. I didn't like, and a lot of people seem to be very offended by this movie, but I'm not. I'm like, if you go in just to watch the movie as a movie and put aside all this other stuff, it's not a horrible movie, but it's not a great movie. It's not something that I would say, hey, you need to go watch the Snow White movie, or or at this point
Wait
now,
for
you
it.
need to go watch any
Disney
Disney
Plus.
movie. Just wait for it on Disney Plus.
All right,
It's
what's one positive you have of the movie that they did? One change that they did that was positive.
I don't have anything.
positive. No, a positive change. No, I just felt like the movie wasn't horrible, and I was fine. I think the positive is and I'll say her like Rachel Zegler, even though everyone's like mad that she's Snow White, I was like that's fine. She could sing. She carried the movie. She did it. She did a good job with her part in the movie.
My
Positive.
was
The
my
dopey
positive
talking.
Ugh. But my positive was that they actually gave a reason for True Love's kiss. Because she didn't know
I mean, can you even call? I can you even call that a kiss? He
I
barely
mean-
just like he rubbed his lips on her mouth. That was it.
I mean, don't worse.
Uh-huh. You're gonna go to jail. You're gonna go to jail.
First of all, I don't know what he's talking about. I plead the fifth if but no, they actually gave a reason for it. They've met before, not like some random prince shows up and kisses a girl who's technically dead. You know, and
I mean,
just
she's
like,
not dead. She's
No.
asleep. She's just been.
But-
I mean,
but
But
she's
in the
just how long?
cartoon,
How long
but
she
in
been
the-
sleeping? That's a lazy person.
they don't
but in
really.
the
They don't really.
cartoon, they
have-
met.
Uh-huh.
they met.
They
in the
met
cartoon.
before.
Yeah, they sang together,
Mm-hmm. They
and then she
danced.
fell in love with him. Hey, bro.
Allegedly.
You gotta watch movies, dude. You gotta watch these movies.
First of all,
Uh,
shut your mouth.
but I again, I'm gonna say I don't think it's a horrible movie. It's not a great movie, but it's something that I would say you should wait to watch it. You don't need to go rush out into theaters to watch it. It's an okay movie. It's an okay movie. It's not the greatest, not the worst, but I do. It's another one that reminds me of like we talked about Captain America. It's not a movie that deserves as much hate as it got. I don't think this movie deserves the hate that it gets. I think if you watch it, it's a fine movie. But if you go in already not liking Rachel Zegler, number one, why
Yeah,
would you
well,
go?
She didn't make it easy though. She
No,
didn't
of
make
course
it
not.
easy because she
That's the-
alienated a bunch of people.
And that's a thing. That's a thing. Disney
And she's
should
bad at
work.
explaining
Look,
stuff, by the way.
look.
Hmm?
Disney used to have didn't Disney used to have this whole thing like, hey, if you're gonna do press, you only do good press for whatever you're gonna do. They're letting people run wild, right?
Yeah,
And
like,
that's
it's
and they're
like old
they're
school
they're-
Hollywood.
Yeah, you just
Nobody
keep
could do
your opinion.
anything. Yeah.
Keep your opinion. Like what if you're gonna be especially if a movie's good, people are putting so much money into this, and it's supposed to be make a lot of money. Just don't say anything.
Just shut the fuck up.
Hold your stuff until after the movie's over. Then talk smack. Then
Wait
talk
till we
whatever
make
you
the
want to
money,
talk.
and then we
Yeah,
Yeah,
then
the Star Wars, the new Star Wars trilogy. What's his name? After the fact, started talking smack.
Which one? Oh, Finn.
Hmm
FN something. Go fuck
yeah.
yourself.
Boyega, John Boyega.
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
just wait till after it's done. Just wait till you
You-
do because look,
Wait-
Harrison Ford.
Clear, you're good.
Harrison Ford I think they talked to him and he said it made a lot of sense. I don't get paid to make the movie. I get paid to promote it. That's my job. My job is to promote the movie, make you want to see the movie. And look, that's how Disney should handle it. Like, hey, just tell them, just shut up and just when it's done, say whatever you want to say. If you didn't like making the movie, say whatever you want to say, whatever.
Mhm.
But
You don't agree with the story? Fine.
yes,
You get paid?
that's
Yes. There you go. Done.
that's a part here that I think everyone clinged on was her saying all these negative things, and then plus her battling or fighting with the Gal Gadot or whatever. These things unfortunately did leak in, and people. That's the first thing people talk about. But if you talk about the movie itself, the movie is fine. It's a fine movie. It's not a Again, I'll keep saying it's not a horrible movie, but it's not a great.
But it's
movie.
not a good movie.
No,
It's
a
a
lot
mess.
of
It's a meh.
yeah, it's meh. It's meh, right? It's a movie that I saw, but I didn't hate my time watching it,
Sounds like a 20s gangster. Meh.
right?
Meh. See,
Right.
meh.
I didn't hate my time in the theater watching the movie, but it's not a movie. It's not a movie that I'll go and rewatch, right? It's not. And I'll say it. Cinderella. I could rewatch Cinderella because Kenneth Branagh did a really good job making a simple Cinderella movie.
First, it's Kenneth Branagh. Okay, not Branagh.
Sir, it's Sir Kenneth
Branagh.
Branagh. Some
Yeah.
respect.
Sir
But yeah, no,
Kenneth Elizabeth Branagh. Okay, that is his name.
if you guys have seen Snow White and did you enjoy, did you hate it, are we off base, let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Somewhere.
And on that note, this has been Vinny.
This is me.
And
We'll see you guys next time.
Hi ho.